Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So we are on day 3 of the Toronto Spring Expo. And in the same vein as the other ones, I'm mainly going to focus on the pickups. I'll probably do most of the discussion piece and kind of a recap video once I'm back home. However, I do want to mention a couple of quick things. Today was mostly just kind of hanging out and taking advantage of the opportunity to chat with some folks. I did meet up with Mike Canadian Cards, Stephen with a PH, so some Canadian folks, Simon 466 Cards, Josh, one of Eric's favorite people from the live stream, so I want to make sure I mention that. And then of course the regular cast of characters, but those were the ones that I didn't get a chance to talk to on previous days, and we had a little bit of time chatting. So that honestly ate up most of my time. I did hang out with Mike a little bit as he was kind of working out some of his own deals, giving a little bit of a hand in terms of helping out with the checklist. So he was able to do his own thing. He'll do his own video on that, obviously. So I'll leave that for him to discuss and talk about. But regardless, I was able to hang out with him a little bit. We sat down, chatted quite a bit, and had a couple beers, which is always good. And that said, I was able to grab literally 2 cards. It came from 2 different transactions. I'll show you the first one, and then I'll show you the second. One more Modano card for the collection as well. So first, since apparently it seems that all these days I've grabbed at least something vintage, I did grab this one. Wasn't planning on it. I just came across it. I do like the set. So 64-65 Topps hockey. So these are the tall boys. So here is Bobby Hull. So let's see if I can get a little better lighting. Let me try here, moving a little closer. There you go. So this is a super beat up copy, but it was also priced reasonably. So it's one of those things where I just like the tall boys and it's kind of neat, kind of fun to have. So I throw it in there, and regardless, I'm happy to keep it. It's one of those things where it's a fun card. And regardless, if the price is right, I don't mind spending a couple of bucks. And also at the same time, I really wasn't spending a lot of time negotiating or comping, that kind of thing. And I also don't mind it being beat up, because honestly, a lot of these vintage cards should be beat up. They should look like they're vintage cards. They've gone through the ringer because they've lived a life. So it's one of those things where it's okay. Again, if priced accordingly. And it was fine in this case. I was able to get it for a price that I was happy with. Second one, just another addition to the Modano collection. I was able to get one here. This one is from 23-24 SP Game Use Hockey. So 2 ends of the spectrum here, one from the mid 60s and this one's from 23-24. So this is the Modano autograph. There's a couple different variants of this. They basically have the same design over and over again, but there's a memorabilia version, there's the autograph version, then there's the auto mem. But here is the regular autograph version, I should say. And these are short printed, but the Modano is super short print. So it's one of those things where it's based on the odds, but regardless, not numbered, but it's one of those ones where if you know it's short printed, you want to pick it up. So I was able to include this as part of a little group that I was able to pick up. A lot of the rest of the pickups from the last couple of days, there was some wrestling cards and then of course some boxes. So I'll include videos related to that on the other channel. So last thing I'll mention real quick, well actually before I do, let me make sure I update this. Since I did add one more Modano card, this one is number 2766. So 2766, and then I'll update the autograph count and everything the next time out. I'll make sure I include that all when I do all the updates once I'm back in the house. But regardless, another addition to the collection. Always happy to add one more in terms of that. I may end up grabbing 1 or 2 more things on Sunday. I have left some money left in the budget if I do come across anything that's interesting to me. Obviously, with all the chatting and kind of hanging out, I didn't get a chance to walk as much of the floor. So tomorrow will be kind of like a mission to see, in the short period of time that I have, to try my best to go up and down a couple of the aisles that I didn't go down and take a little bit of a closer look and see if I'm able to find a couple of things. Regardless, it's been a successful expo, kind of what I talked about during the live stream. So thank you to everybody that participated during that. Any questions or comments were always appreciated. It's been successful from the perspective of being able to hang out and chat with people, but also I was able to grab a couple of things. So like I said, even though a lot of it hasn't been planned, there is some more stuff that I'll spend some more time talking about. Those little baseball cards that we talked about are probably going to be their own standalone video. I'll showcase that a little bit more, talk a little bit about it. I'll get some of my research together and then hopefully give you a little bit more of a video on that. So a little bit more information I think will be helpful with that one. But either way, it's been good. So old and new, been able to pick up a couple different things and some wrestling, and all that included has made for an overall very good expo experience, I will say, in this one. And more than anything else, I just wanted to record this one just to cover this before I start watching the Dallas game, which the Stars should be already underway. So I'm gonna start watching a little bit more of the game and see how they do. They've kind of surprised me a little bit, but I'll be watching just to see how the current team's doing. But regardless, to finalize, it's been a good result so far. I will go in and check out some more stuff on Sunday. We'll cross our fingers and see if we can find 1 or 2 more things just to finish it off. But regardless, it's already been a successful show even through the 3 days. And then we'll try to finish it off well and get back to the homestead in order to do a little decompress and talk about everything else in total. And then get reloaded, and we'll do it again in the fall. So that'll be it for this one. More videos coming up on the channel. Live streams will be back next week at the regular schedule, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The longest running episodic, whatever it is. We'll figure it out at some point, I'm sure. But regardless, we'll have some more fun with it. That said, like if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much, and we'll catch you in the next one.